I'm the bomb like tick, bitch. 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 I'm the bomb, 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 I'm the I'm the bomb like tick, bitch. I'm the bomb like tick, bitch. I'm the bomb like tick, bitch. Just like it, I blow that shit, 'cause bitch, I'm the bomb like tick, tick. I'm the bomb, 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 I'm the bomb,
bitch, I'm the bomb like bitch. What? And they all want to know why I'm the bomb? Because I got that bomb. You know what I'm talking about. Goddamn right. How's everybody doing? Let me stop this shit before it continues to play. Hi, Shelly. Warren, how you doing? We have a few things to talk about, and I'm glad Warren is here because the first topic, I think Warren and and a few people created this new forehead challenge on Denini's channel called Team Captain. I want y'all to go check it out. Put the link in the room, Warren or Denini, if you're here, so everybody go. Oh, there you go, girl. How you doing? Girl, I'm gonna participate in that forehead challenge, girl.
Yes.
Tell everybody about that challenge.
See, Eve thought that she was hurting people trying to prove a point. How put a picture of her son, her head on the she got it and all feelings about it. So she decided to go around stealing pictures of our children and doing the same thing, us to be mad about it. I didn't get mad. I accepted her challenge and put videos of my own children's forehead on here. We gladly accept her challenge.
Girl, when I saw that, I was like, hell yeah, that's forehead challenge.
That just goes to show you how petty she wanted to be. Be upset about a forehead.
Oh man. So tell everybody what so they can subscribe to you over there. Let everybody know where to go.
Oh no, that one is on Denini. That video is on Denini. So that's the forehead challenge. So if y'all want to participate in the forehead challenge, you can tag me in it because I would like to watch them all. It's hilarious. But yes, and make sure you put in there the forehead challenge so I can find it. That's your title should be the forehead challenge.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, maybe we should put in the title the EA forehead challenge. And then when you do it, make sure you put complete in it.
Girl, you petty as can be, girl.
They stupid. They really are. They get mad behind the most things. It don't make any sense. You mad behind the forehead. Like we really knew who your son was because we seen his forehead.
Right. I think they did that.
Forehead.
I think they did that because they wanted to attack JPV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
she attacked her, right? She did the right thing.
And then she put up a picture of Lloyd Gellert and his daughter and showed her forehead.
Yeah. And I think she did it to Aurel too.
Oh, okay. I need to go check it out. You know, I'm not subscribed to her, but yeah, I'm gonna take her up on it. I'm gonna do the forehead challenge. Shit, I got a big ass like 5 head anyway.
Right.
I'm gonna walk
So
around
she
my
like,
house. I'm gonna walk around my house and record all my family's foreheads and shit for her.
would be awesome. Awesome. Because she made sure she put in there, oh, I just wanted you to see how it felt when I put a picture of your kid's forehead on there. How was I supposed to feel? Let me ask you that first.
Maybe it's a sacred portion of the body, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, identifying piece of body, or maybe like the eyes or the nose. You pick the forehead.
We're gonna be able to identify her child by the forehead. I guess that's what she's
Yes.
saying.
That just goes to show you try to tell us what, and we just don't think JPD. Girl, sit down.
Wait, so you having fun at your family reunion?
Yes, I am. I just finished in the pond.
Are y'all gonna fish in that little pond that you showed everybody?
Yeah, they have perch in there. They caught a few perch. I didn't catch any. Now they doing the sack race. I told them I can't live by them liberty sacks. No, I'm not doing no sack race.
It sounds like fun. But you get in the sack and you jump to the finish line, right?
Yeah, it looks fun, but
you got to participate in the fun. That's what it's about. Video record you. Tell Warren to take your ass hopping in that sack, girl. We want to see
no,
that.
oh, hell no. He gonna record me falling right on my face.
Oh man. So Soup Bone said we should call it the Soup Bone. You're gonna have to pronounce that for me. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but he says that is the same thing as a forehead challenge. So I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I can't do that. I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay. Warren, make sure you record her when she hopping in that sack. Yes. Anyway, I hope you have fun.
Yes,
Save me a plate.
You're right.
Email me one of them plates, girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
You just become Soncerae Rae and you can make it happen, you know. Just tell everybody you emailed me a plate, girl.
I know. Since sarcasm is real and everything we say is absolute truth, I'm gonna email you a plate from the Brooklyn Zoo. I couldn't believe it.
Soup Bone says from the Star Trek The Next Generation, somebody, I guess, I'm not sure how to pronounce that though. You're gonna have to pronounce that to me for me, Soup Bone. I'm gonna send you the link and you're welcome to come in and let us know how to pronounce that shit, okay?
Right. Who said that?
Soup Bone.
Who?
Soup Bone.
That probably ain't nobody real.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I just want everybody to know, for those of you who don't know what took place, because you're breaking up a little bit, so I'm gonna explain it to them. JPV posted up a picture and a video of Egypt and in that photo though that he posted, her son was either sitting next to her or on her lap, but he put something over the child's face. Pretty much all you was able to see on the child was the forehead of the child. That's it. But she complained about about him posting a picture of her child. And everybody was like, what are you talking about? The child was boxed out. You can't see the child. You can't see anything about the child except the forehead. So she's angry that her son's forehead was posted on the internet. And that's why this forehead challenge has come about through the Nene and her pettiness. So I'm going to participate. So Danini has created the EA forehead challenge, and I recommend that we all participate. Just post up videos and pictures of your forehead and tag it. Tag her in it, and we're calling it the EA forehead challenge. Warren said he went down to the Brooklyn Zoo and they all asked for you. Hey, they all asked for you. You were so wrong. Oh man, Shelly, how you doing, girlfriend? Let's see. Samuel, how you doing? Soup Bone, Warren, Pufferina, how you doing? God damn, I don't know how to pronounce your name. She's so pretty. We was talking last night. Is it Amar? Amar G. Uh, who else? Let's see. How's everybody doing? Everyone is welcome into chat, and we could talk about whatever we want to talk about, but we do have a couple of topics I'm going to hit on, including, which I've already went over pretty much, the Soncerae Rae false flagging, who claims that she's not false flagging, and then we have the Ringo RKellyTV issue, where Ringo has made a video claiming that RKelly did not do anything wrong by sleeping with a kid. Okay, we're not talking about his issues now, but Ringo stands on men being with women. He says as long as a woman has started her menstrual period, it makes her legal to have sex with her. A man can have sex with a woman or a young lady as soon as she starts her menstrual period. We're going to talk about that shit right there. Okay. He ended up losing his channel behind that statement. He made a whole video, and we're going to listen to some clips of that. But before we get into the seriousness of this, let's just say everyone make sure that you participate in the EA forehead challenge. All you have to do is put up a clip showing your forehead. You don't have to show nothing else. Make sure you put hashtag EA forehead challenge and tag the Nene in it. Sharika, how you doing? I started at 9. Yes, I started at 9. That's why I'm gonna be able to beat down on his argument. His argument of a woman, she's not a girl anymore once she started her menstrual cycle. So at 9 years old, I guess grown ass men were able to have sex with me, because we know little boys not worried about having no sex. So see, this is that bullshit. But we're gonna get on that after I just talk about Soncerae Rae just a little tad bit. I just want to say that Soncerae Rae and her false flagging. There was nothing in that video that belonged to her. There was no audio that belonged to her, no pictures, no video, no nothing. Okay, she thinks that Priest, since he is her baby daddy, allegedly, that she can make claim to that video because his voice was in that video. But his voice, Sonya's voice, and Kara's voice is in that video. Soncerae Rae didn't even come in the comment section. As far as we know, she was making her own video at the time of that interview. She was doing a live stream. So how does she think she can make a claim to something that doesn't belong to her? Why? Because she don't care. It's false flagging. She wanted it taken down, so she had it taken down. Now, it will be back up because she can't win it. She can't win the argument that it's hers because she has no proof. As soon as I did that counter that counter on that flag, now it's up to her to do whatever she needs to do for it to come back up. Now she has 5 days. She has 5 days to come up with something, and YouTube gonna put it back up. Okay. Yeah, she hurt. She hurt. In fact, I should just put it back up instead of waiting the 5 days for it to come back up. I'm gonna break it down for everyone so y'all can hear the different pieces. and and then we're gonna go from there. But that priest interview told it all. Everything you hear us speaking about, he told. But even before he told it, she told it. Right? He was trying to be very respectful, and he would only say things that she said. You know, if she touched on it, he would touch on it. If she didn't touch on it, then he wouldn't, answer. But anyway, so that's all I got to say about that. It's okay that you angry, Soncerae, but if you hadn't told people and brought up that interview claiming that priest had said some things, then I wouldn't have never posted that video back up. But when you are so bent on lying on that man, lying on others, you actually walked into that shit. Because that video was not up. Okay, the video was not up until I felt like, okay, you want to talk about it, you want to reinvent history, you want to, lie and do things like that. That's why I posted that shit back up. Anyway, hi Bentley, how you doing? Anyway, so I've touched on that, and now I'm going to touch on this Ringo, aka RKellyTV, comment, and we're going to listen to exactly what he had to say. I do have it saved on my iPad here, so give me a second and let me pop that up. Okay, so for you men in the room, if you agree with anything this man says, let us know, and we're going to talk about it from everybody's viewpoint, everyone's viewpoint. Hi, Lord Gaelic. How you doing? I'm gonna email you the link because I know it has to be emailed to you. The link is in the room for anybody who want to participate. And let me find this clip really quickly. It's in my videos. I am making pizza dough, so while I'm playing that, I'm gonna step away for a moment. Let me see here. Where did I put it? Here we go. RingoTv. Man, you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay, so. So, the word on the street. Okay, give me a second. It's like, what the fuck you talking? A lot of times I hear brothers come in the comments and they're like, yo, where I'm gonna find a virgin? And I'm looking at these brothers like, what the fuck you talking about, bro? It's sad. Most of you brothers, you know how to find hoes, but you don't know how to find virgins. Can everybody hear that? Or should I put it big? Let me actually connect it to my stereo system. Hold on a second. Can I be heard? Hi, KD. Can anyone hear me? The priest interview was taken down because she made a claim against it. Can y'all hear me? I think I hit the button. Let's see, connect that. Okay, you can hear. Okay, I wasn't sure. Let me connect this to my system. Make sure it's on. It might be off. No, it's on. Okay. So, Bluetooth connecting. Come on. Okay, now it's connected. Yes, let's get it rolling.
Brothers, you know how to find hoes, but you don't know how to find virgins? Talking about, bro. It's sad. Most of you brothers, a lot of times I hear brothers come in the comments and they're like, yo, where am I gonna find a virgin? And I'm looking at these brothers like, what the fuck you talking about, bro? It's sad. Most of you brothers, you know how to find hoes, but you don't know how to find virgins. Virgins, you have to find them when they're young. You have to find them before they get fucked. In order to do that, you gotta pretty much talk to women. They're all over the place. You see young ladies every fucking day. Problem is, you motherfuckers are scared of the system. You scared. And you know, let me bring up RKelly into this. A lot of times, people are calling RKelly pedophile, RKelly this. RKelly's a fucking G. I'm keeping it a buck. RKelly is one of the realest dudes that are out there when it comes to dealing with women. He might not be on the righteous side in terms of wifing women up and taking care of family and doing all of that other stuff. But he's out there in the world, you know. He's in that mindset that most of us brothers been in, just kind of just doing whatever the fuck we want. But at the end of the day, RKelly is one of the realest dudes out there when it comes to dealing with women. He keeping shit above. You can call him a pedophile. I don't think RKelly's a pedophile. You know what I mean? From when he got hooked up with Aaliyah, they've been calling this man a pedophile, talking about, oh, he dating a 15-year-old girl. Aaliyah was not no 15-year-old girl. Aaliyah was a 15-year-old young lady. And you motherfuckers gotta get that shit through your head. Stop calling young ladies girls. A girl is not a girl when she can have a fucking baby. You understand? Women can have babies. Young ladies can have babies. When you reach that age where you can have a baby, I don't give a fuck how old you are. So you motherfuckers can bring the age limit low down. So I heard one person say, well, a girl can get her period at age 11. Are you saying she's a woman now? Yes, she's a fucking woman now. I said, what the fuck you mean? Once a young lady reaches the age where she can now have a menstrual cycle and have a baby, what the fuck do you think that means? It means she has now become a woman. Now, under the circumstances of this fucking perverted world that gave you gay marriage, that told you it's okay for two men to get with each other, that told you it's okay for two women to fuck each other, that's the very same system that told you that it's legal for them to do what the fuck they do. But yet you want to tell me that RKelly's a pedophile because he want to fuck with a 15-year-old? Really? How many of you Negroes been to the fucking nightclub and you see some badass sisters walking up in there and you're like, damn, shorty bad? I'm here to tell you, over 65% of the chicks that are in nightclubs are underage. Wake the fuck up, bro. Over 65% of women that are in strip clubs, taking off their fucking clothes, stripping for you Negroes, are not legal age. They're underage. They're between the ages of 15 to 17. And they got nice, sexy ass bodies. And they out there turning up. So don't tell me RKelly's a pedophile. Not no pedophile. He's just keeping shit above. Because in other nations around the world, matter of fact, not even a 15-year-old, my point that I'm trying to make is, in other parts of the world, if a woman is 25, they consider that old. They don't even consider her worthy to be a wife at that age. Because
I can't even continue listening to this bullshit. I'm sorry. Woo! I can't even continue listening to this shit. Now, Ringo, god damn, dude. You're either uneducated or you just want to be fucking with little kids. And you should be ashamed of yourself. And any man who listens to you after this shit, knowing that the type of mentality you have, I don't even know what to say. It's fucked up. Now I'm gonna while I'm emailing Lloyd Gillett the goddamn link, this shit pissed me off. I actually did a video on it, but I didn't post it because after I looked at it, I felt like, see, this is a touchy subject. And so my video that I created, it looked like I would have been advertising young girls, because in the video I was putting up pictures of young girls whom started their, at the ages they are when they start their menstrual cycle. Some women, some young girls at 11 start, some at 10. I started mine at 9 years old. See, now if he would have said that a young girl who starts her menstrual cycle is old enough to have babies, and that those babies will be created by young boys. But see how fucked up these men are? They'll say shit like, well, she's old enough to have a baby, so she's old enough to, so why your old ass need to be with her to make babies? If that's your theory, if that's your logic, what gives you the right as an old fucking man in your 20s, 30s, 40s to be with a little kid just because she can have a baby? Why are we not letting these little boys her age produce these children? Because young boys from birth can create babies, right? So I'm just going along that theory, because that's the way you are going. So why your nasty fucking ass at 20 plus think you could be with a fucking 9, 10, 11-year-old? Nasty ass trifling bitch. Why is it that you men even care about being with a virgin anyway? See, because an experienced man, he don't need to find no virgins. In fact, most experienced men who know what they're doing and want to have fun and they love sex, they like sex, they enjoy sex, they don't want to be with no little girl who don't know nothing about nothing. So I don't even know. Yes, because he sound like a pedophile. The nigga was up there talking about he was keeping it a buck. What the fuck does that even mean? I guess that means he was keeping it real. When he mentioned that these little girls in strip clubs, which he is lying about, by the way, 90% of the women in the strip clubs, they are underage. No, if I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, where she can trick the owner of that club with a fake ID. I'm just saying that a club owner who's a real businessman knows that if they found a little girl in there, they're going to lose their business license. They're going to lose their livelihood. They're going to lose everything. He make it seem like most men want to be in there watching little girls. He sounded too turned on in that motherfucker video. You want to hear the rest of it? Gina, you want to hear the rest of it? Or, because I'm just saying. Let's continue listening to what he had to say. But I mean, it's sickening. It's too much. Let's listen to what he had to say.
The younger the woman is, the more better she is to be a wife. So if a woman is 25, they look at her as old. And if a woman is 30, they look at her as a grandmother. I'm keeping it a buck. This is why some of you sisters who are in your 30s.
That is not true. Oh my God. That is not true. He's confusing marriage with having sex. See, if he had said, well, she was 15 and I'm gonna marry her and I'm gonna take care of her, man, even still, you're a pedophile, dude. I'm sorry, you're a pedophile. But now he's only talking about the sexual side of this. Yeah, I can't continue listening to it. He sounds like a pedophile, and I'm gonna give everybody has the right. Yeah, we should hear the foolishness, because it's ridiculous. We need to know where these men stand, and we need to go over there and see who's still following this man, and make sure you stay away from him. Make sure your young women stay away from his ass. Make sure women with children are not in households with these fucking men. That's what we need to get right. Ring. I don't know.
You have a sister who's 16. She'll look at you and be like, "Oh, you're just an old woman. You hating on me because I'm 16."
Anyway, that was the end of it. That's the last thing he said, as far that I have, because I couldn't continue listening to him. It was hurting my heart, and it was sickening. It was sickening. So what, like, is he saying that the young girls who's able to have children should be having children? Because see, these black men, they claim that we're having children without marriage. Right? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what they claim. We're doing it too much. We're ratchet black women doing this and doing that, and we the worst parents ever. And then this nigga come here talking about, well, we could start having them when they're virgins, and we need to catch them when they're young. He not mentioning, well, let me go and grab up a young girl and marry her, because he know that shit is illegal. So they could do this illegal shit by just grabbing them up and having sex with them. Nasty ass, perverted ass nigga. Now, I welcome you to come on my motherfucker channel or say anything about me, dude. I'm ready for this fight. Okay? I'm prepared for this motherfucker fight. You sound like a pedophile. You sound like you ready to go and grab up some motherfucking young ass girls, and you ready to ask them questions like, hey baby, you started your menstrual yet? How do you even know she started menstrual? That's my motherfucker question. Are you just watching them closely in hopes that you will see one day that she's, wearing a pad or something? Or are you walking up to them asking them questions? You's a nasty ass motherfucker. I'm just saying, you's a nasty ass motherfucker. And we women, we understand, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he justifying this shit. Talking about what they do in other countries. A lot of countries don't have houses the way we do. They don't have cell phones. They don't have the technology. Are you willing to go to those other countries? Maybe that's where you need to go. You trifling ass nigga. Okay? And all of those who support this Ringo dude after this video, I would like to hear what you have to say about it. Like, for real. Like, you realize you've been following this man because he's a sneakerhead. Some of y'all are sneakerheads, right? He's a sneakerhead. He shows up in sneakers and shit like that. I get it. You feel like you relate to him and some of the things that he say. I get it. But then he puts out this shit. Then you realize who he really is. Can you overlook this shit in order to continue to support that man? And if so, I welcome you to come and explain to us why. And would you have your little girls around his ass? Anyway, anybody want to come in? I'm about to email my buddy and pal and nephew, Lloyd Gaelic. I'm going to send you the link. That's if you want to come in, but I know that if you decide to come in, you could come in. I'm not going to be all day on this stream, but I would like to know what y'all think about this shit. As women, like, how do you feel about this? Because we know we could start our menstruals really young. I was 9 years old. Today's 17. I was 9 years old when I started my cycle. 9. And based on his theory, at 9 years old, I'm a woman. I'm woman enough for some grown ass man to come and grab me up just because he want a virgin. Isn't that like, he's not saying, well, I fell in love with her, I care for her, my feeling. No, he thinks that it's okay just because men are seeking out virgins. What kind of sick nigga is this? And I hope he don't have no kids. Oh my God, I know he was married. I haven't watched him in a while. I'm hoping he don't have no girls in that house, because it will make it even worse. It will make it even worse if this fool has kids and they are girls. Somebody need to contact his wife. Somebody need to contact his neighborhood, and they need to let people know how he feel, because he might be watching the neighbors' little girls. Sick ass bitch. This shit. I'm sorry. Let me let somebody else talk, because I can't. You know, being a young woman who was when I was grabbed on for the first time, I was, like I said, remember I told y'all the story. I was young, but it was, at least I was grabbed on by a young boy. The daddy supported that shit, right? Like boys will be boys. I've even heard people in my family, women in my family, boys will be boys. You go tell your grandmother, he touched me. Well, you know, boys will be boys. Fuck that shit. Then you end up with the type of women we have in this society who feels like sexuality and sex isn't really important because it could be taken from us. We don't have no say in who comes by and tap us on the ass, grab us by our vaginas, who touch on our breasts. You know what I'm saying? And that's the realities of how I grew up. I grew up realizing a long time ago that I don't really have no power because these big ass, stronger ass boys and men, they could feel like if they wanted to just grab on me and touch on me. And then when we get older, it becomes our fault. It's our fault based on the theories that's here on YouTube with you black men. It's our fault that we've been sexually molested, touched, and things like that. How is it an 11-year-old fault that her mistress started and some grown-ass men come and trick her with some lollipops? Anyway, let me look and see what y'all saying in the room. This shit is getting to be too much. He made all that. Well, he should have made that shit private before people captured that shit. You see what I'm saying? He made, and then now he crying about how he got demonetized, and now he thankful for supporters supporting him and sending him money. I would like the long list of niggas who's sending him money after that. And I want to know, do you have kids? Because I understand where men don't, you can't put yourself in a female shoes. I get that, right? I can never put myself in a male shoes. I don't know what you went through when you was growing up. I don't know anything. I can only tell you what I have personally went through. And I could tell you that when I say that I'm against cat calling and a guy try to beat up on me and tell me I'm wrong because I should accept cat calling, and I tell him, well, you know, I've been in instances being the female that I am, being the light skin, what people would consider as beautiful, I guess, since I was a young girl on, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't consider myself beautiful, but I've had men of, you know, just want to touch me and grab me. They didn't ask. They didn't want to, you know, we wasn't boyfriend, girlfriend. I could just be walking down the street and somebody would grab my ass, get on the school bus. Anyway, oh, he didn't make it private. Oh, I don't know what happened. I just know he's over there crying his ass off. That's right, Eyes Storm. I taught my sons that, like, I particularly, because I have sons, I had to let them know, you know, being the woman that I am and experiences that I know about firsthand, I was able to teach my sons, look, this is not right. Don't make a young girl feel this way. Don't make her feel like you are, you know, that she's in danger when she's around you. You don't do this. I never sat down and told them what happened to me, but I know, you know, so I taught them those things. That's what you do. You teach. We have to teach them because they really think they could just touch a girl on her butt. If it's your wife, your girlfriend, you even got to ask permission. You don't know what these young women have been through in their lives. And guess what? It's not always family members. My dad never touched me. My uncles, that shit never happened. But outside of the family, that's where strange boys, even up into high school, even up into me being a young woman in the military, a man decided that he wanted me. He had control of me based on him being my sergeant in the military. And I guess I wasn't getting the hints that he was putting out. He decided he wanted me. One night I woke up with this man on top of me in the barracks. I have no motherfucking say. Now, if I was the whore that some of you would claim, you would claim, well, you must have was fast and you was out there. A fast woman don't have to be raped. A whore or a slut doesn't have to be raped. See, because if I was a slut, all you had to do was say, hey, come and sit on this. Come and get this. You see, but that's the reason. But some of the men, that's what they do. They'll say, "Oh, she was a slut anyway. Look how she dressed." What the way a woman dressed got to do with a man deciding to take her? And then you sick ass men, what do you say about the men who, when you decide you want to punish another man, you rape him? How about, my question is to some of you men, you feel like punishment is when you want to punish a man, a friend, any guy, what you want to put your dick in him? You want to put your penis in him? Is that punishment? Is that how you, or you only want to punish a woman that way? Anyway, yeah, that's what they do. They want to attract other sickos. Is, they put out those calls, different things that they say, and they wait for other men to come over so they find each other, like minds. You know what I mean? Like minds. Junk Power say, hell no, Lord Gelly say. But y'all do know that in the military and other places, men get raped just like women. And the men in a group, the catcalling type of groups, right, which is actually called, what they call it, that mass mentality, when people are in lumps and then one person say get them, and then everybody look around, they don't know why they getting them, but they get them because somebody screamed get them. One person started getting them, then the rest of them get them. So one dude who's probably gay and want to have sex with this person, right, he said get him, tie him down. He pulls down his pants and start putting his penis in him. Then the rest of them follow suit. What kind of fucking shit is this? He made it on that black TV, the black male. Let me see, which one was it? Because he has let me see what it's called. Because he has the RingoTv, and then he has the Black Man TV or something like that. So that's where he put it. Hi, Reg. Reg spoke on it. That's where I found out about this shit. Because, I'm not subscribed to him. Reg did a video on it. I listened to that shit and I was like, damn. So I started doing my little research and I found that shit. I thought he did it on that Black Male TV channel. But the RingoTv Raw, that's him. But I thought he did it on that Black Male channel. But, there's no type of sense to this at all. If you don't know, if you follow him and you got that sense, when he started talking about, well, no, as long as she got her period, that makes her a woman. If she can have children, she's a woman. She's a woman. And then some men may be sitting back and saying, you know what? That makes sense, because if she can have babies, she's a woman. See? And that's how you get that shit. That's how people start lingering on and following you and shit. And then next thing you know, it's because they really wanted to be with a kid anyway. Because it just don't make sense. Even if she can have children at 11 years old, what about the 11-year-old boys, the 12-year-old boys? Why do you think your grown ass get to come in and push the young boys out the way and put your grown ass, nasty ass, filthy ass, and be on top of that young girl? Why is that? There's young boys and young girls. That's how it's supposed to be. By the time I'm 20, I'm dating men 20. By the time I'm 30, I'm dating men 30. When I was 11, I was like a little boys who were 11. I wasn't even thinking about an old ass man who even is 20 when I was 11 years old. I could promise you that no young girl who's 11 years old is thinking about being sexual with a man. She just learning her menstrual cycle. That shit, you know, that's something we got to learn. We as young girls through our when we're kids, we're actually learning about the body, learning about ourselves, learning how to keep ourselves clean, learning how to make sure that we don't soak through our pants, learning how to go through, you know what I'm saying? So by the time we are ready to prepare to have children, we already know how to take care of those things. Your ass want to come in soon as she start her menstrual, and you want to just wreck every fucking thing. Wreck her insides. You want to probably have her making babies and all kinds of. You was a nasty bitch. I remember. See, I can't even. Oh, I can't. I can't. I can't. Oh, okay. Let me play a little bit of it again. I'm gonna say it's explicit. I'm just gonna say that for those of you who don't want to hear it again, I understand. I do understand. Let me see here. This sick. This some sick shit.
So the word on the street is that RingoTV's black.
Oh, that's another video. Give me a second. That's the wrong one. Okay.
Where I'm gonna find a virgin, and I'm looking at these brothers like they hear brothers come in the comments and they're like, "Yo, where I'm gonna find a virgin?" And I'm looking at these brothers like, "What the fuck you talking about, bro?" It's sad. Most of you brothers, you know how to find hoes, but you don't know how to find virgins. Virgin.
Now you see, he's talking about finding virgins. It's all about finding the woman, the young girl who hasn't had sex yet. See, this sick bitch will be one of them people who will start after you can't find virgins who 11 and 9 and 8. You'll start talking about, well, search them when they catch them when they 5 and 6. You got to watch these type of men.
Find them when they're young. You have to find them before they get fucked. In order to do that, you got to pretty much talk to women. They're all over the place. You see young ladies every fucking day. Problem is, you motherfuckers are scared of the system. You scared. And, you know, let me bring up R. Kelly into this. A lot of times, people are calling R. Kelly pedophile, R. Kelly this. R. Kelly's a fucking G.
R. Kelly is a G. He's a G. He keeps it real. He keeps it real. Why he keeps it real? He keeps it real because R. Kelly will fuck a kid. Oh my God.
Well, R. Kelly is one of the realest dudes that are out there when it comes to dealing with women. He might not be on the righteous side in terms of wifing women up and taking care of the family and doing all of that other stuff. But he's out there in the world, you know. He's in that mindset that most of us brothers been in, just kind of just doing whatever the fuck we want. But at the end of the day, R. Kelly is one of the realest dudes out there when it comes to dealing with women. He keeping shit above. You could call him a pedophile. I don't think R. Kelly's a pedophile. You know what I mean? From when he got hooked up with Aaliyah, they've been calling this man a pedophile, talking about, oh, he dating a 15-year-old girl. Aaliyah was not no 15-year-old girl. Aaliyah was a 15-year-old young lady. And you motherfuckers gotta get that shit through your head. Stop calling young ladies girls. A girl is not a girl when she can have a fucking baby. You understand? Women can have babies. Young ladies can have babies. When you reach that age where you can have a baby, I don't give a fuck how old you are. So you motherfuckers can bring the age limit low down. So I heard one person say, well, a girl can get her period at age 11. Are you saying she's a woman now? Yes, she's a fucking woman now. I said.
He said it. Yes, 11-year-old girl is a woman now. I can't listen no more. I'm not going past that. He said that was all you need to hear from that nigga. Okay? That's all you need to hear. This shit need to go viral. I'm gonna have to put this shit up. So, but if I put it up, I feel like I'm participating in this bullshit. This is that trickery shit, right? Because I feel like if I put it out there, then I'm helping these niggas call other pedophiles together. I'm helping other people who mentality might follow suit with his to agree with him. That's why when I did that video, I felt like I'm not going to put that video up, because if I put that video up, I might help other men like him come together. This is some sick shit. And it's in the Middle East, like I get it. That's when he started talking about that shit in other countries and shit. Okay, in other countries. Even in the Middle East, I'm not even sure. Do the grown ass men, are they getting with these young girls, these little kids, or are they setting them up with young boys? And I don't know. And anyway, I don't even give a fuck. Here in the U.S., with the way we were taught, the things I know about a young girl, the things I know about some of you sick ass motherfuckers who have raped children, toddlers. Anyway. He's just sick. And what I would say to you men who might be on, don't know what to think about this, think about your kids. Do you have daughters? Would you be okay with the neighbor dude coming over and, you know, giving your daughter a lollipop and then having, you know, I can't even say it. Because when I think of a young girl, I don't even want to think about somebody using her body in that way. It's sickening. Yes, and they do it with young boys as well. I don't even want to act like it's just happening to girls. It's happening to boys, and I think it's happening to boys because we in this society, we're not watching our boys as close as we watch our girls. But I had boys, and you best believe I was watching them closely. And even then, I still couldn't. By the time they get a certain age, ain't shit you could do when they keeping secrets themselves, right? But this dude is talking about once you get a menstrual cycle, you are a woman, and a grown ass 25-year-old, 35-year-old, 45-year-old man can start coming in and grooming you, grooming this girl. See, a kid don't know any better. They only know what they are taught. So you can actually come into a child's life, teach them that certain things are normal. You can be like, oh, this is normal. Families really do this. This is why a lot of women have been abused through their childhood, their entire childhood, because they didn't know any better. They thought everybody, parents, mother or father, was having sex with the kids. And because everybody kept everything a secret, hush, hush, it's allowed in the family. It happens in families, but nobody talk about it. You know, the dad could tell the daughter, yeah, everybody does this, but nobody talk about it. So make sure you don't talk about it. Then by the time she grow up and start having conversation with her girlfriends, seeing shit on TV, she finds out, wait a minute, my dad tricked me? That can happen. Confusing children like this. I agree, Junk Pile. So I don't know who supports this man after this video, but I'm just letting you men know this shit. Think about it from your standpoint. If you had a daughter, would you be okay with the neighbor coming over when your daughter's 9, 10, or even 11, coming snatching her up and claiming that she's a woman now? She's a woman now. I agree, Shelley, and that's why I don't want to talk about the Middle East. You know what I mean? When we start saying, oh, that happens in the Middle East, a lot of shit in the Middle East happens that we don't want over here. I definitely don't want to be stoned to death, caught on. You know, if my husband even assumed that I'm cheating, he could come and have somebody in his family set me afire, murder me, just because they might want to just get rid of her. He might just want to get rid of her, and he start making up stories. You know, so I'm just saying, I can't. Anyway, anybody have anything else they want to say about this? I just couldn't wait to talk about this. When I, if it wasn't, I listen to a lot of you men. There's some things I agree with, some things I don't agree with, but I think it's fair that we all share our thoughts. I was happy when I saw other men being clearly against this shit. Seeing other black men, or it don't matter what color, but being clearly against this shit. So the reason why his video got his channel got demonetized is because of the black men and women, mostly men, who went over there and flagged his ass. And they weren't hiding the fact that they flagged his ass. They were proud that they went over there and flagged his ass because he deserved to be flagged. Thank you, Reggie. Reg's the bad guy. Thank you for yeah, because I wouldn't know about it if it wasn't for him. So anyway, does anybody in the room kind of agree with him? That's what I want to know. How about any females? Is there anyone in the room who agree with this? And Amar G, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Because I know we had a conversation yesterday, so you may know more about this about other countries and things like that. What do you think about this? Like, when it's happening in other countries, isn't it like, I thought we was trying to even help women in other countries? Here in America, we are actually trying. There's groups of women and people who are trying to help the women in the Middle East, because it becomes an issue, a humane issue, where I think other countries, they get involved and they're saying, look, you need to stop doing this. The sexual consent is 16. 16 is a good age. I'm not saying it's a perfect age, but at 16, when I was 16 years old, I thought I knew about my body, right? Thought I knew who I loved. I thought I knew what it is that I wanted. You see what I'm saying? So I get it. But 11, I know it. When I was 11, I wasn't thinking about boys in that way. I might have was thinking about a boy. And when I was 11 and I was talking about that's my boyfriend, that just really meant that I knew that he liked me and I liked him. It was nothing sexual. We might be boyfriends for a day or two, and then next thing, I might have got a new boyfriend, somebody else I like. He might have found a new girlfriend. I might have been his girlfriend for 1 week. And all we did, I'll be like, Lavanya loves Mark, with some hearts and shit. The next week, Lavanya loves Malik. Some shit like that. Love, that's kitty love, and that's not really love. There's no touching. We might just, he says he loved me, I said I love him, and I might write a little letter, I love him. What's that little thing we used to make? Well, do you love so and so? And then you it's this little piece of paper kids make. That's what happens when you're 11 and 12 and 13. You see, when you 11, 12, 13, even 14, that's the type of shit that happens with us little girls when we think about love. We don't think about the act of having sex. We do want boys to like us. We really do. We want the boys to like us, but that doesn't mean that we want them to have sex with us. Now, when we become 15, 16, we want the boys to like us, and then we start paying attention and seeing that, well, we might have to have sex with him to get him to really like me. That's that mentality that may come around that age. But before that, that's not what we're thinking about. Let's see. They having sex at 13 with boys, I hope, right? With young boys. That's my point. My point is boys. A grown ass, tall ass man, even if he's 21 to 11 years old, he look like he's a man. He don't look like a boy. You see, that's the difference. That's what I'm saying. A grown ass man, 25, even 21, 20 to 11 years old, you look at him like he's old. That's crazy, Ricks. And you know what though? You're right, because this society, we have so much, so a lot of sexuality and sex in front of us. With the internet, these young girls are learning more because they look at porn, and it's right there. Like the mothers, the families can't keep the shit out the household, because as long as the internet is in the household, then they have access to it. So if the internet is on their phone, they have access to it. So they're learning more. It's a lot of shit I didn't know. There's a lot of shit I didn't know. But anyway, I'm just saying, we yes, it's in our face all the time. See, I'm the last generation where, like, I remember looking at TV where the mother and the father, although they shared a bedroom, there was two separate beds, right? Lucy Ball and those TV shows and shit like that we watch. I Love Lucy and shit like that. Even the goddamn cartoon that I mentioned yesterday, what it's called, with the Flintstones. Even the Flintstones, um, they shared a bedroom, but there was two beds in the bedroom. So that's my generation when I was little, right? They didn't show, if there was one bed in the room, they didn't never show the parents in the bedroom. As I gotten older, the word bitch. I remember when I was a teenager, when the first time the word bitch was used out in public on TV. I think it was that show Dallas, or what's that other one was called? I think it was Dallas. When that shit was on the TV Guide and on the Inquirer, how they were gonna use the bitch for the first time ever and shit like that. It was big news worldwide here in the States, right? They gonna use the word bitch. They gonna use the word bitch. They gonna use the word bitch. Oh, Dynasty, is that what it was? Yeah. So Dynasty, Dallas, all those. Remember they were like, we're gonna use the word bitch. So my mom sit there watching TV that week, because she always watched Dallas and Dynasty, and I watched it with her. But that week when they was gonna say the word bitch, I wasn't allowed to watch it. I wasn't allowed to watch, right? And although we know in our real lives, like my grandmother, I had a grandmother who every other word was a cuss word. But we understood that our grandmothers and adults were adults and they could do that. But children, we couldn't do that. And if we did it, we knew better than to do it around any adults. It don't matter if it was a neighbor. We couldn't do that shit around neighbors, because the neighbor could whip your ass. And if the neighbor whipped your ass, guess what? You gonna get another whipping. Because soon as the neighbor say, yeah, I had to take care of him, then now my mom and my dad gonna take care of me. You see what I'm saying? People used to watch out for everybody back then. And we reared each other's children. My generation, though, come about, and now we got people talking about, don't touch my kid. Don't be talking to my kid. Don't be telling my kid what to do. Don't be doing this. Yeah, I remember Falcon Crest, Knox Lane, and damn Shelley. You bringing up all the shows. Girl, you got a memory. I have a bad memory. I remember all those shows, though. I wouldn't have never been. See, the generation, everything's changed. I watched it. It's almost like, if you're in my age group, then we've seen it. We've seen the change from one to the other. And then, so when you're my age group, you got to figure out what's right for you and your family. See, I have an option to know what's right for me and my family. So although I'm one of those people who's a lot that's hip, right? I listen to hip hop. I'm okay with my kids listening to hip hop. My kids was able to listen to the words, the cuss words with the hip hop, but I taught them, hey, this is just entertainment. right? This hip hop that I'm listening to, these rap lyrics that you hear, I said, this is entertainment. It's not real life. I've been teaching my kids that since they were little, since they were old enough where they listened to this music and saw TV shows. I said, this is not real life. Don't get it confused with real life. They might be talking about shooting shit up, but they're not really going to shoot shit up. And you need to know better. If you don't even teach that part to your kids, they should not be listening to hip hop. They shouldn't even be looking at TV. If you're not teaching them that that shit is entertainment and it's not real life. If you're not doing that, you're failing your fucking kids, I'm going to tell you. Because see, the music and the TV shows, they have more influence on our children than we do. They really do. Because they hear it all the time. Their friends listening to it. You can't stop them from listening to it. Because when they're out the house, they can listen to it. You need to teach them ahead of time that what they hear in TV, in entertainment, we need to understand that the shit isn't real life. You could end up going to jail, toting a gun. I remember that song, Fuck the Police. I was a teenager by the time that, and I loved that song. I had never had no run-ins with the police, but I knew the police was doing brutality. I knew, you know, the shit that was going out there. So I was one of them teenagers who'd be like, yeah, when the music come on, fuck the police. But I knew better than to go in front of a police and be talking about fuck you or fuck the police. I knew better than to do that bullshit. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of things, you know, that we heard in the music back then. The drug connotation. Do you want to ride the white pony? Right? That's about drugs. I love the song. I love the song, but I never wanted to go try no drugs. If my parents explained to me, look, this is about drugs. This is about this. Just because they telling you that that drug is nice, you don't want to get fucked up with that. You don't want to get caught up in that. And we have to train our kids. If just having kids is not enough, just having them is not enough. We end up with niggas like RingoTv next door to your kids, and your kids don't know that a man shouldn't be touching them. And therefore, when a man touches your kid don't know what to do. They might be frozen in time, or if they look at TV, they might think that's a good thing. They might think, oh, he liked me. You see what I'm saying? You might think the little girl might think that's a good thing for her because that's what she sees. Her mother's always dressing up, looking for attention from men. She sees that. She sees that in the TV, on Instagram. So now she's growing up knowing that she needs attention. Attention is all about getting attention. Now she got this 30-year-old dude next door giving her attention. And she don't know no better. And it's the mother's and the father's fault that she don't know no better. Because it's okay to get the attention. You just need to teach them that certain type of attention isn't good attention. No grown-ass man should want to touch a little kid. He's sick if that's what he want to do. Now, a little boy that touches you, you determine whether, you know what I mean, whether that's right or wrong in your age group. You decide if you're going to tell. Because, come on, let's be real about it. Mika, how you doing? And Shelly and all the women. Let's be real about it. When we were young girls, we used to play house. We used to play house. You know what I mean? You might have kissed somebody. You might have played like you was humping, what they call it, dry humping now, and shit like that. You might have did that. But they was with young boys your age. You may have not went and told nobody that you was playing those games. We learned that way. But think about it, when a older grown-ass man get involved in that type of game with kids, he is corrupting everybody. You're not letting the children, the innocence of the children, learn through that shit. Your grown ass coming in and you were dictating, you're ruining every fucking thing. Right? That was innocent. That's what I'm saying. We played house. We did those things. I played house with my cousin. I don't know why I was always one of the daughters. I wanted to be the mother some goddamn times, but I was always just the daughter. Right? And yes, as a little girl, I will always wondered why I always got to be a daughter. Why I always got to be one of the kids. I want to be the mommy with the daddy, but it's just the way it always was. Because most of the time I was playing with my cousins, and they would always choose the mother to be somebody who's not in our family. See, I get that as an adult. I get that when I got older. But as a kid, I always wondered why I couldn't be the mother. But see, that's the thing. I know some of us were thinking, well, when I was young, I may have done some things. Yeah. And it's innocent. It's innocent because the boys were your age. You were learning your bodies with somebody your age. You was learning, he was learning. Sometimes it was with girls. Some girls was learning with each other. You and your girlfriend looking and saying, hey, look, I got hair on my vagina, right? I was like, look, I got hair down there. And she would look down there and she would say, well, I got a little fuzz down there too. And I would look and I would see she got fuzz down there. But that's innocence. That's learning. But this grown ass man shit coming into young girl's space just because she started her menstrual. Anyway, listen, Ringo, I know you might not like this TV. Men might go over there and tell you that I was talking about you. That's okay, dude. Anytime you want to go head to head on this bullshit here, you're not going to win. You sound like a pedophile. You sound sick, dude. Now, I'm not going to say that you're a pedophile. I'm just going to say based on the content that you put out in this fucking video, dude. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to say you sound very pedophile-ish. Okay? You could easily make a video and kind of straighten that shit out. And I will be willing to listen to what you have to say. But based on the bullshit that came out of your mouth, nigga, I don't even know what to say. You were the daughter. Gina said you was the daughter because you only 4'9". Back then I was tall for my age, Gina. You so wrong. Oh man. So that's all I gotta say. And Ringo, that's sad. Thank you, everybody. Y'all go check out Reg, the bad guy. He spoke on this. He has a video on this and he gave his thoughts on it. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have seen it, because I do listen to a lot of the black men, but there's a lot of black men I don't listen to. So the black men usually follow each other. They know about each other, right? But I do follow Reg, the bad guy. Y'all make sure y'all go over and give him a thumbs up in his area. Show him some love. We got Junk Pile Video as well. Go show him some love. Who else got a channel? Anybody with a channel? Let people know about your channel. Because I'm going to get off of here. Junk Pile Video. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to him. Stupidity Exodus, who's not here right now. Make sure y'all go check him out. I think, I'm not sure if she has a channel. The Storm, what's going on? Yes, the Storm was on here yesterday doing the live hangout, sharing her thoughts on some shit. And she was she was very informative. So my pizza, I had to make the pizza dough and it's rising. So I let the pizza dough rise for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Then I'm gonna roll that shit out. Hi Bentley, how you doing? Tomorrow maybe. We might do something tomorrow. Tonight I can't be on here tonight because I got, my husband just came back from his fishing tournament and I think he said he got third, right? So I'm gonna have to go up there and and massage him and shit like that, play in his hair, his bald head, and and make sure that he's okay. Because he used to winning, and even third place is good. It's a lot of men in these tournaments, so even placing third is good. But I'm gonna go and stroke his ego. I'm gonna do the woman thing, the wifely thing, make sure I cook for him and shit. So I'm missing in action tonight. I'm sorry. I'm gonna spend time with him. Shelly put up the link. That's right. There you go. Shelly know exactly what to do. If anybody who has a wrench in here, I think you're able to put links in the room. And I welcome you to put up links to your channel. You're welcome to do that. So Junk Power and where is yeah. Rick's put up a link to your channel, baby. Rick's has a channel. So y'all put the links up so I can go. I'm okay with y'all sharing y'all channels. Eye the Storm, if you have a channel, put the links up. And if I'm not subscribed to you, let me know so I can subscribe. Anybody. Bye, Ricks. I'll see you later. I hope everything's going good with you, baby. That's what's up. What? Hell yeah, wife duties come first, Bentley. I can't even tell no lies, okay? I'm not going to tell no lies. And my husband come and say, hey. I'm like, what's up, babe? You need me? Because I know if he don't need me, he's not going to call me. If he want me or need me, he's going to say, hey. And I'm going to say, what's up? Anyway, y'all have a good evening. I'm out.